Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I will conduct what I consider to be the most epic Pokemon Go trade in my Pokemon Go history. This is a Pokemon that I never thought I would have been able to get. It is my favorite Pokemon amongst all the generations, and by the time that Pokemon Go launched in Korea in 2017, the Pokemon with these specific movesets are now considered legacy. So this is an opportunity for me to obtain a Pokemon that I never thought I would have been able to get. The Pokemon I'm hoping to receive is from 2016, so I hope it turns out lucky. I know that there are some other conditions to increase your chances of getting lucky Pokemon, but I do hope that it turns out lucky because I really like this Pokemon and I do want to max it out. Also, in today's video, I hope to claim my 7th day research breakthrough, and as I'm sure most of you are aware, the Sinnoh stone is now a randomized object in your 7th day research, and in today's video I'd also like to talk about the Sinnoh stone, the fact that it's now randomized, what it means for me, and Niantic's communication or lack of communication. So I hope you enjoy the video, I hope you stick around to the end, and I will see you later. I don't know what to say. I mean, I don't really know how to describe what I'm feeling now, but I guess I'm gonna try. I've just completed what I said earlier, what I think is the most epic trade in my Pokemon Go history, and the way I'm feeling right now is like a kid who has just opened, the biggest present on Christmas morning. I don't know, I'm just so happy. This is a Pokemon that I thought I would never have received, purely because when Pokemon Go launched in Korea, this Pokemon had legacy moves, so you couldn't get it. And what are the chances of me meeting someone in, not even the main city in Korea, not even the capital city, in one of the smaller cities? What are the chances of me meeting someone who had this Pokemon? So I'm about to show you what Pokemon it is, and I cannot express how happy I am. Are you ready? There it is. Legacy move Shadow Claw Gengar. Gengar, as I said, Gengar is my most favorite Pokemon amongst all generations, and to be able to trade for the Shadow Claw Gengar, I am lucky, and that's shown by the lucky Pokemon. Thank you to my good Pokemon Go friend Max for trading the Shadow Claw with me. I hope you enjoy your Shadow Ball Mewtwo, because I know I'm going to enjoy my Shadow Claw Gengar. And later in the video I will be powering up Gengar till level 40, so I hope that you join me later. I think I'm gonna head back home now. It's getting quite gloomy out and the air quality is really bad. So I will head back home and I will see you later. Right now, I'm back home, and what can I say about today? Today was a good day, a very good day, and I can't usually say that about other days. I'm over the moon that I was able to get Shadowclaw Gengar. You know, it's I'm still you know, really happy with being able to get that Pokemon. You know, for the rest of the video, just a couple of things. I'm going to power up my new Gengar to level 40. I will claim my 7th day research reward. Hopefully I will get the Sinnoh Stone. I know that it's randomized now, and I also want to talk about the issue surrounding the Sinnoh Stone and Niantic's communication or lack of communication. First things first, Gengar is at level 1 and I'm going to power up to level 40. That means I have a lot of pressing to do and the video might take a while, so I will speed it up and I will see you when that's done. So that's all done. Gengar powered up to level 40, max CP of 2842. It only took 135,000 dust and 304 candy. While I was doing that, I also opened my 7th day research and I didn't get any Sinnoh Stone in the box. So I'm not that surprised, but I am still disappointed. Moving on, I wanted to talk about the Sinnoh Stone. Now, you know, when the Sinnoh Stone was released, many people, including myself, believed that, maybe foolishly believed, that the Sinnoh Stone was going to be a permanent drop, loot drop in the 7th day research. You know, then yesterday people were waking up claiming their 7th day reward stamp and no Sinnoh Stone. You know, this kind of left many people wondering, you know, what was going on. Was this a new bug? Across social media, people were asking the question, is this a new bug? Because nobody knew what was happening, why they weren't getting the Sinnoh Stone. And as far as I know, there was no announcement by Niantic, you know, to tell people what was happening with their 7th day research reward. So, in my opinion, this was a problem that was caused by Niantic. And you know, there were two ways that they could have avoided, you know, all the confusion with people, you know, amongst Pokemon Go players. When Niantic released the Sinnoh Stone, you know, at that time they should have said that the Sinnoh Stone would only be a permanent 100% drop rate for a limited time. You know, everyone was so excited when they got their first Sinnoh Stone, and people were going out and evolving, you know, Gen 4 Pokemon, I guess assuming that they would get more Sinnoh Stones. I mean, yes, Niantic did announce that there would be more ways to obtain the Sinnoh Stone, but they didn't say how. So, you know, people thought, you know, we'll probably get a lot of these, and, you know, obviously used their Sinnoh Stone evolving to the new Gen 4 Pokemon. For me, I still have my 2 Sinnoh Stones. I didn't rush out and evolve any of the new Gen 4 Pokemon because none of them really quite appeal to me. But I do feel bad for those other trainers who did use their Sinnoh Stones thinking that they would be able to get a lot more, considering that there are a lot of new Gen 4 evolutions. So in my opinion, Niantic should have said that it was a 100% drop rate for a limited time, and then maybe people would have been more cautious about how they use their stones. You know, it's disappointing waking up and doing something and you don't get the desired result, or you don't get the, you know, desired item, and you're left wondering why, when this could have all been avoided by, you know, a simple announcement by Niantic. Now, the second way I think this could have been avoided, you know, yesterday, you know, people were left wondering and what was going on, and they had to find out, you know, by themselves that now it was a randomized drop. I believe that it was confirmed via the Sylph Road that the Sinnoh Stone would now be a randomized drop in the 7th day reset reward. So that also left a lot of people frustrated and disappointed. I think Niantic could have avoided this by making the announcement themselves, you know, along the lines of, you know, the Sinnoh Stone is now going to be a randomized loot drop, and At the same time, they should have given us an idea of how, what other ways we could get the Sinnoh stone. That would have left people feeling less frustrated, knowing that, okay, in the future, these are the other ways that we could be getting a Sinnoh stone. Because, you know, let's face it, they've been very slow with rolling out Generation 4, and they don't really communicate and make a schedule even known to the players about, you know, when the next Gen 4 wave is coming. So people are always just left guessing as to what their plans are. And, you know, some companies adopt the stance of, you know, don't share anything, don't make any announcements until you're ready. But, you know, in some cases that does work, but in others it kind of doesn't. Like in this case, it could have been avoided with a few simple sentences on Niantic's part. You know, you're not making any promises on their part, but you're also reassuring the players that, you know, yes, these are other ways that you can get it within the next week, within the next 2 weeks. You know, at least then players have a time frame. They know about, you know, what's going on with their game. Well, I hope there will be announcements soon about the other ways that players can get, you know, more Sinnoh stones. That would go a long way to satisfying some of the disgruntled players. To those of you who do have 1 or 2 Sinnoh stones left, my advice to you would be to hang on to them. Don't use them for any Gen 4 evolutions unless you're absolutely sure. Hang on to them until such a time as Niantic let us know in what other ways we can obtain Sinnoh stones, so we don't have any regrets about using them on Pokemon that we're not 100% happy with. I'll get back to enjoying the game. I was really happy today with the trade that I made, and Community Day reunion weekend. I'm really looking forward to that, and I guess I will see you on the next video.